Hey guys, welcome back to another reading over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the snake on this karmic Wednesday. Of course, we do the dragon and the snake on a Wednesday, which are the karmic signs. You are one of those karmic signs. Let's see if karma has been on your side this week and how things are going for the snake people. Let's just give these a bit of a shuffle up and we'll see where we're at. Let's stop it. It's a little bit like Russian roulette, isn't it? Or roulette in general. Let's stop it there. Let's take that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, we got a white and a black and a black. All right, well, as I always say, white isn't always all right and black isn't always an attack. You have to flip the cards and we have to find out. Right, we got a catalyst card there. First off, we've got the rabbit. And there are no great animosities between the snake and the rabbit, so it's not actually an incompatible card. It's also a white card, which means it's a positive thing. Change is coming, and I think you're making the right choices. You're in the right place. You're doing the right thing. You're moving in the right way. I just think that potentially you could become very self-contained or very sort of self-indulgent or very I want to say selfish, but it's more than that. It's not just simple selfishness. It's about reservation. I think it's about coming back and thinking of a more diplomatic way to tackle whatever it is that you are slowly moving towards. I think right now there is relationships or friendships or things going on around you that that you are quite content with and you're happy just to leave them there, but there is something more that's pushing in now. There's something more that's pushing in, and you don't know if that's going to be beneficial. You don't know if it's going to be long term. You don't know if there's going to be, I don't know, any kind of consequences of that, but it is something that is pushing its way in, and it's going to happen fast. The rabbit is a catalyst card that moves fast. It comes in without warning, and before you even know it, the change is already happening. If you want to know more about the catalyst cards, then hit that subscribe button, because we are going to be doing videos on the catalyst triangle in the future. But don't forget as well that that catalyst is a card for change. It may not be a change for you. It could be a change for people around you. It could be a change instigated by you, or a change that is directly a result of something that you've done, but it may not actually be a change which is going to affect you directly. I think right now you've got accomplishments that you're quite proud of, or you've got things that you've nearly finished and you're feeling quite enthusiastic and optimistic about it, and you're feeling like, oh, actually, yeah, things are going really, really well. But when you finish this task or you finish this job or you figure this out, are you going to be just left wanting more or wondering if you've made the right decision? Which it looks like you might be, because you've got that black rabbit jumping in, which again, the rabbit still is, it's not compatible, but it's not, the rabbit isn't incompatible to you, so it isn't massively bad even though it's in the black. But the changes that are happening right now are changes that are going to potentially make you slightly uncomfortable. The more we move into it, the more we push through into this, you're going to become a little bit lukewarm towards things. You may even start to turn cold, and start to feel like I don't know, there is a I want to say challenge, but it's not necessarily a challenge. It's not a fight. It's it's a time for you to stand up for yourself, set boundaries. It's a time for you to maybe be more diplomatic in some senses, but not in a case to resolve anything, but to set boundaries and say, actually, these be the rules. This is where my line is. This is where I am comfortable with. So don't cross it. I think it's hard right now for you to be civil with people, or you're getting frustrated with people. It's hard to be polite with people when they keep on, I don't know, I suppose in some ways, dragging you down. It's almost like one minute you're actually okay, content, sitting there, you know, with your feet up, watching, you know, the sunset, and everything seems happy and fantastic. And then somebody comes in and says, oh, this has happened. Or another thing pops up and says, oh, now you've got to do this. Oh, and now there's this to take care of. Oh, and now can you come here because we need your attention over here? And this is gonna wind you up. It's going to, I don't know, you're not going to openly declare war. You're not going to do that if it's not to your benefit. And I don't think there is a benefit to be had here with conflict. It's not about conflict. It's not about, you know, creating animosity or a negative space and and fighting back. It's not about that, but there is a challenge here. There is something to overcome. There is something for you to think about. There is some sort of politics or diplomacy that needs to be had, a conversation that needs to be, you know, needs to be had. There's words that need to be spoken. There's actions that need to be done. Only you will find those things or know those things, or will eventually come to conclude what those things actually are. But you're not going to declare open war, because there would be no benefit to that. I think right now, this isn't a long-term thing, but you're trying to figure that out. I think you're trying to figure this out. There are things that you need to do. There are things that you could accomplish. There are things that could push you into a different place or move you into another place. This is a double catalyst here, so there is change happening. You have an opportunity, and that's the thing with change. The thing with change is it's not always a bad thing. It can create opportunity. It can create, you know, a chance to excel, or, you know, an opportunity for progression. It's not always, oh no, it's going to change and everything's going to be bad, or run for the hills because, you know, it's dangerous or anything like this. This could potentially be something that is good for you. It's just right now, going through the changes, it doesn't feel that way. But it's okay, because dun, da, 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 the dragon is coming in to save the day. That is your counterpart there, the dragon. The snake and the dragon go together as the yin and yang karmic signs. That dragon is obviously the positive sign of the yin and yang. The snake is the negative. You go together like a hand and a glove. In fact, every dragon needs a snake. Every snake needs a dragon. And there's yours this week. You've got things to do. Time to burn some bridges. Time to release that inner passion, that strength, that fire that you've got in there. It's time to have courage. It's time to I don't know, for a certain type of bravery to say, do you know what? If it's going to happen, let it happen. If the walls are falling down, then I'm going to set new walls, and I'm going to put in new boundaries. I'm going to make sure that people know that even if change happens and things do escalate or progress or whatever, it's not going to change the fact that you have boundaries. And no amount of change is going to compromise that at all. As I say, the dragon is your counterpart. You have affinity. The dragon and the snake both have an affinity for success. They are, I suppose, in some ways very attracted to each other, but not in so much a romantic way, just naturally and organically, and they don't have difficulty teaming up. And I think that's what it is you have to be a part of a team right now, and maybe not necessarily with other people, just within yourself and your own thought processes, your intrusive thoughts, things like this. Get it together, snake people. Get it together. Pull yourself together and make sure you are on your own side. If there's a conflict internally and you're not on your own side, then how do you expect other people to be on your side? Things are going to develop very quickly. You are a very powerful sign. The dragon is a very powerful sign. There's a catalyst happening, and this change is going to make you frustrated. It could actually test your temper, your sort of resolve. You could end up losing it and basically just, I want to say in some way, practically and ruthlessly burn everything out, because this is about setting boundaries. You understand, snake people? And sometimes, if people aren't listening to your boundaries, or they're not listening to what you are wanting or what you are trying to achieve or what makes you comfortable, well, you know what the reward for that is, don't you? Burn them all. And tell them straight, lash out a little bit. I mean more verbally than physically. Don't go punching people, but, you know, each to their own. You'll have to suffer with the consequences of your own actions, of course. But as I say, there are good things coming. That is a positive karmic card, even though it's in the black. And I think right now, for you to take advantage of that karma, you're going to have to burn some bridges. You're going to have to lash out a little bit and tell people straight. And that's what I mean by lash out a little bit. Be a little bit more sort of shouty. Raise your voice, speak louder, and say, oi, nah, mate, enough is enough. Back off, or I'm going to burn the place down, metaphorically speaking, with words, linguistic warfare. But we'll find out next week, won't we, when we come back, and we'll do another reading for the snake people. I'll be back tomorrow for a reading for the horse and the sheep people. So if you are following the videos, I will see you then. If not, I will see you next week when we come back and do that snake reading. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.